Hey, a very pleasant good afternoon, Bahamas. And of course, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, world. And that depends on which time zone you're in when this brief video crosses your timeline. My name is Wayne John Wilson, and I'm coming to you from the beautiful city of Nassau, New Providence in the Bahamas, capital city in the Bahamas. Right now, this is a beautiful Sunday afternoon, December the 17th, and it's overcast. Guess we're dealing with the effects of the weather system that is coming up out of the Gulf. That's a huge rainmaker, so we've had heavy rains for the past couple of days. But what I want to talk about is this situation with Donald Trump. I'll talk about the one world order and Vladimir Putin. What's the connection between these three? The global elites, Klaus Schwab, Bill Gates, George Soros, you have the WEF, the United Nations, the WTO, the the PAHO, Pan American Health Organization. These organizations that have gotten together, and they're not elected individuals. They have no right to be involved with decision makings as it relates to individual nations and sovereign nations around the world, and of course individuals, citizens by extension. But these people have craftily woven a system of deception and control through our leaders, so-called elected leaders, and they have become the almost 80% owners of all the world's wealth through mass manipulation, um, through deceit. And so you see, they try to push not trying, they are pushing this global agenda across the world to take over the sovereignty of all nations, and so that all nations will follow their dictates, even though they have nothing to do with any leadership capacity in the world. But somehow the world leaders all submit to the authority of the WEF, the IDB, the International Development Bank, the IMF, the International Monetary Fund. All of these people own all of these things. But you see, you have a strong man in Vladimir Putin. Vladimir Putin, that the globalist elites cannot control, and he sits atop a powerful military machinery. They can't control him, and then they can't come after him militarily. They have the puppet Joe Biden in America, the president of America, under their total control. The Democratic Party and a huge percentage of the Republican congressmen and representatives and stuff are under the control of the global elites, the special interest people, the people with the money. And they're selling out their country, they're selling out their citizens. This is why in America they're doing their best to try to stop Donald Trump from becoming president. And we're not talking that Vladimir Putin does everything right. He's a perfect man, and he believes in everything righteous. No. We know Vladimir Putin has his own issues. We know Donald Trump has his own personal issues, even policy issues. That's not the problem. But you see, these two strong men are against the globalist agenda. So if Donald Trump becomes president of the United States and Vladimir Putin is still president of Russia, now you got the two strongest military machineries in the world. They can't control China as well. So now that'll mean the three big military machineries in the world are not under their control. and that's going to stand directly in the way and direct opposition to their globalist agenda. This is why Biden has the southern border collapsed, and it's bringing in all of these fighting age young men in the thousands and the millions right now into America to try to form an army undercover, to try to subvert the next election, because they cannot bear to see Donald Trump become the president along with Vladimir Putin. The chances of the two of these people who already show that they have a liking and a respect for each other. And then, of course, China. That's always the big quiet threat, militarily as well as what the Bible talks about biblically, that China is going to be the one that's going to spark the world war. So this is why I'm telling you, in America, and Americans especially, and we're not talking about these liberal so-called Americans that is pushing this wicked agenda to destroy the schools, to destroy homes. You understand me? To bring common people into subjection and world domination. They're trying to push to take away the rights of an armed American. And let me tell you why they were pushing so hard at the Second Amendment. Because an armed America, an armed Arab, these armed Arab nations, notice they don't fool with them Arab nations. They don't even go there with their agenda. Because those people can't be controlled and they're armed. And see, America is an armed nation. So they want everything in their power if they could get Americans out of the way. This is why I'm telling you, in New York, they're trying to pass this bill to allow the governor to arrest whoever they want to and quarantine whoever they want to when they spark their next so-called pandemic. They want to jail all of the people like who have the podcasts and stuff that is campaigning against them and bringing down their system and speaking against them on social media. This is why Biden then was trying to suppress free speech and trying to oppress people who speaking up for the rights of common people. This is why they went and they did what they did to the people in Hawaii. So Trump is against that. You see, Biden ain't do nothing about it because he's a part of it. So Americans need to wake up. All the armed Americans who love their country, who love their freedom, whose eyes are open to this globalist wicked agenda, y'all need to open up your eyes. Y'all need to organize and stop talking. There's a lot of politicians on the Republican side. They highlighting everything wrong that the Democrats doing, but they're not following it up with no type of aggressive action. These liberal Democrats are aggressive. What Fauci did, they didn't pull Fauci, and all of them did wickedly and did wrong, and it was a big COVID scam. But all the Republicans who are in the pockets of these people, all they're doing is talking and presenting as if they're doing their job. No, they need to get aggressive and take their country back. They know that the border is wide open, but all they're doing is talking. Common Americans, y'all better wake up. Stop depending on your representatives and congressmen and state leaders and mayors and governors to protect y'all. Y'all need to organize, because the wickedness that these people are planning, it's going to take y'all by surprise if y'all don't act and launch an offensive quickly. Now I know this video TikTok is a part of also this thing to try to suppress truth. They don't want you to talk about certain issues. They will never censor anybody promoting their homosexual agenda, all of their wickedness, the Zionism and all that stuff. They would never censor that. But anytime you speak against these things, they censor you. They're looking to lock you up. And this is why they're trying to write that law in New York now. So when they declare this pandemic, the governor could elect anybody he want to say that you're sick and put you in quarantine and feed you with poisonous food to kill you and say that, yes, you see, they die in quarantine because they were sick. Americans, America, wake up. Stand up and launch an offensive and take your country back from these wicked puppets of the one world order and these globalist elites. God bless you all. You all share this TikTok video. Thank you so much.